And we back. Y'all, it's time to get the New York Knicks a championship. Knicks fans or Bulls fans, we may see each other as rivals sometimes, but at the end of the day, right now, we are in the same boat. Our teams are trash, and we just want to see them be successful. I got the Bulls a championship about a week ago. Now it's time to get the Knicks a championship, bro. I've been to plenty of Knicks games over the past couple years, and I gotta say, Knicks fans ride hard for their team. They deserve to be successful. I mean, right now, they got a guy in charge of Leon Rose that this offseason, he was doing stuff that you would see me do on this channel. He was getting assets and he was flipping them, and I'm continuing that in today's video, and it will not end until the New York Knicks are champions again. Before we get into it, I gotta let you know that this video is sponsored by it's me. I'm the sponsor, because yesterday we started the launch of our Called Game and Champion merch. T-shirts, hoodies, sweatshirts, we got it all, but it is only available for the next 2 weeks for pre-order. Once these 2 weeks are over, pre-orders are done, and you will never, ever be able to get this merch. This is my first like real big merch drop, and it was with Champion, and so far, one day in, it has been incredible, but you do not want to miss out. Link is in the description. It's going to be the pinned comment as well. Go ahead and cop. So many people already have. I mean, at the end of the day, I think it's fire. We've been working on it for a very long time. So hit that link in the description. Leave a like on the video. And if you're new around here, subscribe. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of new Knicks fans that are finding this channel because of this video. Listen, you're about to be impressed because, again, even if it takes 20 years in the future, which hopefully ain't really the case, this video will not end until the Knicks are champions. I promise. I think this is my first official rebuild on the PlayStation. And the reason I'm using PlayStation this time around is because, like, keeping it a buck, the PlayStation people that do these draft classes and stuff, my boy, Infamous, killing the game when it comes to this draft class. I need this one. So my Xbox users, get your game up because you don't have the rookie roster like Infamous does, all right? So here are the rosters. We have Mitchell Robinson, who is a very good, very young NBA player, 22 years old, 7 feet tall. He broke the record of Wilt Chamberlain's for the highest field goal percentage in a single season with about 74%. That's ridiculous. Now, in his first 2 years of his career, he has not started that many games. 19 games his rookie year, and then 7 games his sophomore year. As me, as the guy, as the man in charge, he will be my starting center for the foreseeable future. These plus-minus numbers are crazy. He's been a negative player his whole career, but he's played in New York, and these teams haven't been really good. We're changing that, baby. Not this year. Because my goal is to trade guys like Julius Randle, get picks for him. I don't know if we're going to be able to, but try to get picks for Julius Randle and some of these other guys and draft well. New York Knicks, they've had max spots for the last couple seasons. They go into free agency. Knicks fans are photoshopping players in Knicks jerseys, and for some reason, they never really hit. They're going to hit for me because this free agency class is ridiculous. LeBron, Giannis, Kawhi, Anthony Davis, rookie contract. Paul George, rookie contract. Chris Paul, Rudy Gobert. We will hit on a few of these. We just will. I will not go into this year's free agency and not at least get one superstar caliber player. We're going to have 2 max spots if I play my cards right. We will not leave without at least one very, very good NBA changer or roster changing type guy. So let's go trade Julius Randle. At the end of the day, him and Obi Toppin, who is our incoming rookie, play the same position, and I don't want them on the court together because, like, that's first taking minutes away from Mitchell Robinson, and second, there's no defense being played there. So, the Bucks will give me a 2025 first-round pick in Drew Holiday. That's interesting. I don't want to do that to the Bucks, though. And also, I want to trade for somebody with no player option, no team option, nothing like that, because I want those 2 max spots. So, I'm looking for a team that's going to give me a first-round pick and a expiring contract. Oh, my God. Can we get that for Julius Randle? Gorgie Zhang and the Memphis Grizzlies. It's lottery protected, though. I don't think the Memphis Grizzlies will be a playoff team in simulation, but we do see a pick here. Tim Hardaway Jr. Can we bring him back to New York, baby? Tim Hardaway Jr. played for New York. He started his career in New York, went to Atlanta, got back to New York, went to Dallas, and I'm trying to trade for him again, right? Is that timeline right? Let me see. Yep, the timeline is right. 3rd time in New York, maybe. Can we pull off this trade? They want a 2nd-round pick. We'll just do the original deal. I was trying to get a deal that give us another 1st-round pick this season. This is not until all the way to 2025. Hopefully we aren't still doing this video in 2025, but if not, you know, it could be a trade piece. We bring in Tim Hardaway Jr., and basically what I'm doing is I'm trying to get a 3rd team to take him because we want to tank. This draft class is ridiculous. I just watched Cade Cunningham play for the first time in my life, and I'm impressed. I would love to see him in New York. So I need as many first-round picks as possible, and I need my boys to tank it out. Just one last season, New York. That's all. Just one more season of the tank, and I promise next year we'll be in the playoffs. That is a guaranteed promise from your general manager, Kenny Beecham. Can I do this trade, get Dallas's first-round pick for next season, and give up a future second? They want this year's second. Am I okay with giving up this year's second? I think I might be okay with giving up this year's second. I mean, I doubt that any of the top end guys that we would want are going to fall to the second round anyway. So we get 2 extra picks for the future when it comes to this team. And I don't know if we're done just yet. In real life, I brought in Alec Burks, who, you know, last year when he was with the Warriors, he played very well. Then he got to Philly and he kind of took a little step back. But he's a quality NBA player. And for $6 million, there may be some teams out there that'll give me some for him. You know what I'm saying? Again, expiring contracts. Can we somehow turn Alec Burks to a first-round pick? There's one from the Milwaukee Bucks. They won a second from this year. I don't hate that. But at the end of the day, I'm trying to find teams that'll give me their first-round pick for this season. They won a 2022 second-round pick. It is Toronto. They're going to be a playoff team. But basically what I'm thinking about it is, hey, at the end of the day, one thing that Knicks fans know, first of all, start Obi Toppin. What are you doing? Why is James Johnson getting started minutes over Obi Toppin? He is our rookie. But one thing Knicks fans really know is that those ping pong balls do not go in the favor of New York Knicks fans. You feel me? So, like, I want as many swings at the first overall pick as possible. So we may see a situation where we fall in the lottery because last year we failed, this year we failed, and I think the year before that they fell in the lottery too. So if we fall, we got like 2 extra first round picks. We could patch them together, and then boom, we got a top 3, top 4 pick. And that's what I'm thinking. The game is going exactly where we want it to go. We're last in the power rankings, last in the conference, and first in the odds of getting Cade Cunningham, because that's who's on my radar. Season is wrapped, and LeBron James is the most valuable player. Now, I remember the last time LeBron and Dwayne Wade played each other on Dwayne Wade's farewell tour. They were in Staples Center, and him and LeBron were hugged up, and LeBron said it was either going to be here in the Staples Center or in the Garden, hinting that LeBron was interested in joining the New York Knicks. And guess who's a free agent this offseason? LeBron James. Now, I understand he is 36 years old, going on 37, but you just saw him win an MVP, and he was the runner-up for the MVP last season. He is not getting worse. LeBron, you got your championship in LA. Let's get one in New York. From one coast to another. That's my pitch to him this offseason, all right? LaMelo Ball wins Rookie of the Year. I guess that's cool. I was hoping that Obi Toppin took it, but we'll take a look at some stats, and there are all the awards. The Obi Toppin made all rookie first team. I mean, he averaged 18 and 6, shot it relatively well for a guy like him. Those are really good numbers for Obi. So we'll take that. We'll take that. I mean, he's probably second in the Rookie of the Year voting. The only thing is LaMelo had the 5 and 5, while Obi only had the 5 and 2.5 or 6 and 2.5. So at least he made the All-NBA first team. That's a W. So we finished with the record of 18 and 64. You know what I'm saying? We don't know nothing about this. We're sitting back on the whoa. We're sitting back on the couch watching the playoffs unfold, and what I see is that the 8th seed, LeBron and them, got killed in the playoffs by the 8th seed. Killed. Chris Paul, Devin Booker, and DeAndre Ayton. I mean, they got eliminated eventually, but we have a Bucks-Pelicans final. 7 seed Bucks out of nowhere. Not really. They win a championship. Why were they the 7th seed? There's no injuries or anything like that. Why were they the 7th seed? I do not know, but they were, and they went on to win the championship. And if I'm not mistaken, I think I traded for their pick, so like that's not amazing. Okay, here we go, y'all. I'm nervous, bro. We are tied for the highest odds, of course, because we sucked. We were the worst team in the league. I am nervous because, again, over the past couple seasons, these ping pong balls have not been good to New York. They just haven't been. I'm not going to sit here and wait for it. 3, 2, 1. We got the first pick. Cade Cunningham is going to look good in orange. That's all I really got to say. So we get the first overall pick. We have Toronto's and Dallas's pick, and that's 23 and 24. It's a W. Now, I may trade 23 and 24 to keep it a buck with you. I may try to trade up because we still have Austin Rivers on the books. Oh, we have Emmanuel Quickley. I forgot about that, bro. I interviewed Emmanuel Quickley the day after the draft. And man, he was such a cool dude. I really want to see him be successful. I'm not trading him away. But Austin Rivers, I'm trying to clear up as much cap space as possible. So even his $3 million gots to go. And you know what? We may be able to trade up in this draft to the 9th pick. I'll trade up to number 9. Yes, sir. I mean, 2 lottery picks for the Knicks, including the first overall pick. We traded up to number 9. And this is a trade with what team was that? That was the, nope. Where was it? The Spurs. The Spurs did not make the playoffs for the second year in a row. And they're giving us back Drew Banks. Cool. All right, we're going to the lottery. We're going to the draft. Listen, the mock draft is Cade Cunningham from Draft Express. 2K says Cade Cunningham. NBA.com says Cade Cunningham. And the general manager of the New York Knicks, Kenny Beecham, is also saying Cade Cunningham. This is beautiful. This is going exactly how we want it to go so far. I just hope we hit a free agency. That's like my next big thing. I just hope we hit a free agency. If we don't, well, this video is going to be longer than I even expected it to be. I didn't do any scouting because I knew that Cade Cunningham was going to be the guy we were going to take if we got the first overall pick, and that's exactly what we got. I watched him play his first college game, and I was very impressed. We could end up with Zaire Williams, too. Or Scotty Barnes. Ooh, there's still a lot of very good guys here. All right, I'll go Zaire. And I think we have one more pick that's like number 24. And then I think we got a second, too. We're bringing in the best draft class. I'll take Timberlake. And then we have a second-round pick. I'll let my assistant pick that second-round pick. But first overall, Cade Cunningham, New York City. It's about to work out magnificently. And now it's this time. Kevin Knox. He was a guy I should have probably traded away. Honestly. Omari Spellman he played well for us. You can go though. Every simulation I've ever done of NBA 2K21, they always have RJ Barrett declined when it comes to his team option. I don't understand why. He averaged 19 for us. His efficiency was even worse than last season, so that's not great. That's not great. I'd rather just bring him back. I'll bring back Kevin Knox for now, and then we might flip him. We might legit flip him. Dennis Smith Jr. and Frank Ntilikina, now Knicks fans. I know some of y'all are really love Frank Ntilikina, but we're not throwing him that qualifying offer. We're not throwing a qualifying offer to Dennis Smith Jr. They have to go. I can't have $7 million for a guy that averaged 1 point per game for us. Oh, his per 36 look amazing. But I can't. The experiment is over with. It's done. It's over. And it's time to hit free agency. So, oh man. Okay. All right. Let's get into this, boys. I'm trying to figure out how I want to do things, right? So LeBron is getting a couple 1-year contracts. I feel like LeBron would rather have more than a 1-year deal. Let me offer LeBron a 2-year plus a player option, no trade clause, LeBron James, New York City. No, he does not like that idea. 0 for 1. You can only offer three contracts a day. Kawhi has no good offers. Kawhi has no good offers. I'm throwing a bag at Kawhi. I'm throwing it at Kawhi. I'm gonna get it a little bit worse than that. Kawhi in New York is a real thing. Kawhi's coming to New York City. That's beautiful. I told y'all we walking out with at least one max player, and Kawhi looks like he's gonna be that guy. I'll take that. Okay. What else do we have on this roster? So with having a first overall pick, Cade Cunningham is gonna come in and immediately make $10 million. I legit probably gonna have to trade Kevin Knox, bro. I do. I'm going to free it up. I'm going to free that extra cap up. It's about $6 million. I don't think we'll be able to get two superstars, but we could get like a tier 2 type guy next. So what is this trade? What does this trade look like? I do want to get a guy that can contribute, but making less money, or just get another draft pick. Those are my only 2 options I'm really thinking about. Or Memphis will straight up give me 2 first-round picks. That is a deal. Okay. All right. So Kawhi is coming to NYC, but who does Kawhi want to play with? We have again, I'm looking for a tier 2 guy. I do want Cade Cunningham to be our point guard this season. I just do. Shooting guard is it. I would rather have RJ come off our bench. You see how inefficient he was in his sophomore season. I feel like if we moved him to 6 man, he'd be significantly better. We're gonna have Kawhi at the small forward. Power forward, I'm good with Obi, and I do feel like Mitchell Robinson's gonna get better too. So let's try to figure out this starting shooting guard position. Victor Oladipo in New York City. So okay, this is what I'm thinking. He's 1 year older than Josh Richardson, but he'd be Josh Richardson would be way cheaper. But Victor Oladipo has 40 badges. 40. New York and Victor Oladipo. And hope that he can have their... What did he average last season? Let's see. Victor Oladipo averaged... we was only... 15 points per game. Per 36 look kind. We're good. I'm happy. We bring in Kawhi Leonard. We bring in Victor Oladipo. LeBron went back to LA. Cool for him. Anthony Davis looks like he's going back to LA too. Kyle Lowry, no good offers, but he's a 35-year-old point guard. I don't want that. DeMar's going to the Clips. I mean, the Clips are losing Kawhi, so it does make sense that they would spend some money elsewhere. Cool, y'all. We have our max player in Kawhi Leonard. We have our young players around him, and then Victor Oladipo. Let's go get that backup PG. Here we go, y'all. Moment of truth. Player progression. How much better did our young guys get? Kawhi starting a small regression, but he's still a 96. Mitch Robinson jumps up 3. RJ jumps up 6. Obi jumps up 5. The young core here in New York is elite. It just is. It's elite. It's elite. And you know what? I think we're going to have 2 training camps. I'm sending K to potential camp. This is not going to be a season where we win a championship. We will be a playoff team, I think, though. We are a playoff team, I would say. Pretty confidently. With the starting lineup of Cade, Vio, Kawhi, Obi, and Mitchell Robinson, I think we are a playoff team. Then you have RJ as a 6th man. We brought in Daniel Tice, Zaire Williams. We have a young rotation, but I think it's going to work out. First game of the season is against Portland, and it is a W. Yes, Cade. Turn up, Cade. I like what I'm seeing already. Only 1 game into it. 2-0 for the New York Knicks. VO, have that resurgence, baby. 21 points per game in these 2 games. What if this team is better than what I'm expecting them to be? What if this is okay, 2-2. So maybe it's not a championship season. We'll take a look at our future picks. So we have our pick this year. We have the Grizzlies pick this year. And we also have the Mavericks pick this year. We have 3 first-round picks this year, 3 first-round picks next year. That's some interesting stuff. Hey, that's some interesting stuff at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? 6 first-round picks in 2 years. We can turn that into something if we need to. We could turn it into... Ooh, okay. All right. We're fine. We're good. We could turn it into something if we need to. Like, let's say Victor Oladipo ain't living up to it. He's playing exactly the way he was last year. We gave him, 20 mil? Gave him exactly 20 mil this year, 21 to 22. We throw that in a few first-round picks, you might get a team that's selling or rebuilding that has something at that shooting guard position that we want, is all I'm really saying. You know, don't think this is our final roster, because it's not. Devin Booker is on a buying team, but nobody on this team is protected. Nobody is untouchable. He's a 90 overall. The only difference is he's making $10 million more than what Victor Oladipo is making, right? So if we wanted to try to make a trade with him, it's going to be a little bit rough. It might not even be possible. So we do that. We still have to make up $6 million, and to make up that $6 million, we'd have to throw in Sebastian Napier. We'd have to throw in, I guess, Earl Timberlake. I mean, I do like Earl a lot, but if I'm getting back Devin Booker, Earl, you can get out of the door. You know what I'm saying? So you give us back Raul Nato. Oh, actually, we're not going to ever be able to make this money match, will we? I don't think we're ever going to be able to make this money match. Not without giving up, am I good with giving up Daniel Tice? Yes, right? It's Devin Booker we're talking about here. Yes, I'm willing to give up Daniel Tice. You know? Yeah. And the Grizzlies and the Mavericks. Let's see, between the Grizzlies and the Mavericks, who do we project to be worse? Because that's the pick I'd rather throw in. The Grizzlies are not good, and the Mavericks are one of the better. They're not amazing either. We're very early in the season. You know what? Before I start making some big deals, let's go to the beginning of February. Let's just simulate about a month into the season and see if we should try to trade for Devin Booker. All right, so we are 13-12. 8th in the conference. I promised a playoff appearance, New York, and as 8th in the conference, we'd be able to do that. VO's only average of 14. So we're going to try to do that Devin Booker deal. It might be, again, it's going to be hard because Devin Booker's a 90 overall. He's averaging 26 on the season on 50, 40, 90. They'd be kind of crazy to trade him away to me. But we have this Mavericks pick, and the Mavericks are good. We have our pick. I do believe we're a playoff team. I'm going to give you both Mavericks pick because I feel like they're going to be good next year. Grizzlies next year pick. Deal. Hey, the reason we do that deal with 4 first round picks plus 2 quality players is because 25-year-old Devin Booker would be able to grow with RJ. He'd be able to grow with Mitch. He'd be able to grow with 23-year-old Obi Toppin. He's already been an all-star 2 times his career. We needed more scoring. I think that's a good trade. Emmanuel quickly struggling in his first year of getting minutes. That's not amazing. We don't have a backup center on the roster that we like. So let's go. Free agency might have something that we can afford, or it won't. So we're going to do the good old trade finder on a guy like P-Pat and a second round pick. We just need backup center minutes, and Mike Muscala could come in and get that. We don't need him to average 10 minutes a game or anything like that. We just need him to get some minutes, and 5 is enough for me. Quickly, I'm going to take some of his minutes down because he ain't playing very well. And then we'll give it up to Obi Toppin. And yeah, make sure our starting guys getting the most minutes. Zaire is playing very well. Okay, so this is our rotation. And I'm expecting it to be better now. I'm just expecting it to be better now that we have Devin Booker. I mean, Devin Booker doesn't fit the scheme of defense that Tom Thibodeau likes. But as far as bucket getters, come on, man. 39 in his third game. Second game, 28. First game, 17. He was filling the game out. He was passing the ball a little bit more. Kawhi, bro. I mean, he's averaging 25 on the season. Just this game specifically. He fouled out in 18 minutes, only put up 7 shots. But it didn't matter because we got the W. So, yes, that trace made us better. Are we now? Oh, my God. We just beat this team by 65. James Harden, he fouled out. Devin Booker put up 59. Yo, we're a championship team, bro. Cade Cunningham, Devin Booker, and Kawhi. We ain't even mentioning Obi Toppin. We ain't even mentioning Mitchell Robinson. This team is stacked. And then, off the bench, like I said, RJ's game is going to be way more catered to coming off the bench, and he is more efficient this year than he ever been before. Come on, man. We're going right before the trade deadline. I doubt there's going to be any more trades we want to do, but I'm always a guy to take a peek around the league. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. We are a playoff team and a contending team. We have Devin Booker making All-Star game. And where's Kawhi? Kawhi is a starter on Team Luka, and we have Team Trey, which is cool because obviously they were traded for each other. So we have 2 All-Stars. That's amazing. We have going into the break here, right before the trade deadline. We're on a 10, 12 game win streak or something. I don't think there's any trades worth doing. I think we just ride it out. I mean, the only thing I can say is that maybe we go into Team Intel and there's a team that is selling or rebuilding that has a better backup point guard for a very cheap price. But I doubt that. Like a selling team here in the Pistons, their backup point guard is Saben Lee. We don't need Saben Lee. A selling team in the Raptors, Ricky Rubio is too expensive for my blood. So I don't think there's going to be a team out there that is selling or rebuilding that will have the pieces that we can afford at the end of the day. Chris Paul is not in OKC anymore. So yeah, I think we just ride with what we got. Goran Dragic not having an amazing season. Oh, actually, he's coming off the bench. I don't think we have the money to make that work, but we do. Hey, Sebastian Napier, thank you for your 7 minutes per game, whatever the heck you were doing. We're bringing in a better guy, and that is Goran Dragic. Let's get Goran Dragic that championship he deserves, man. That is an upgrade. We'll take it. We'll take that upgrade. And quickly, I'm giving those minutes to Mike Muscala. You need a little bit more time to develop, and that's fine. You know what I'm saying? Everybody can't come into the league and just be that guy. Zaire Williams is coming in, and he's playing very well off that bench. The man is shooting 94% from the free throw line. Cade Cunningham is averaging 18, 5, and 8 Rookie of the Year numbers. Devin Booker still averages 25, and Kawhi still averages 25. Obi's averages 16. Let's go win this championship, man. No more trades to be done. Season wrapped, and Giannis wins MVP with the Spurs. Congratulations. We have Cade Cunningham winning Rookie of the Year. Spencer Dinwiddie, 6th man. John Isaac, Defensive Player of the Year, Most Improved, goes to James Wiseman. Brad Stevens was Coach of the Year. Tom Thibodeau is annoyed. He's insulted that he didn't win that award. And then, I think this is us, Corey Blair. 23 losses. Did we only have 23 losses? That would kind of make sense. All NBA teams. Nothing for the Knicks, bro, for that good old season. No Kawhi, no D-Book. Kawhi made a defensive team, so that's great. And rookie team, of course, we're going to have Cade Cunningham. And we also have Zaire, so that's cool. We ended up being the 1 seed, and that was us for Executive of the Year because we had 59 wins on the season. So let's take a look at the stats, the final stats on the year. 2 players averaging 25, then Cade Cunningham with his 17. I really like our roster, and I think this is a team that can win this championship this season. I didn't expect to turn this Knicks team around so fast, but it happened. It happened, and I'm not going to complain because if we could get a quick championship off, it's amazing because not only will we be able to win a championship this season, we'll still see Cade Cunningham get better. Devin Booker will always be this good. I mean, he's only 25 years old. Kawhi will probably start to take a step back after this year, but we still have Obi, who should be getting better. We still have Mitchell Robinson, who still be getting better. RJ should still be getting better. So we have young pieces. Oh, we also got the Dragon, baby, who probably might retire if he wins a championship. Basically, what I'm saying is, if we don't win a championship this season, next year we should 100% win it. Okay. I'm about to say, brother, the AC about to come in and ruin my dreams. But yeah, we should 100% win it next year if we don't get it this year, because Cade Cunningham will probably jump up to an 85 and so on and so forth. We're up 2-1 on Philly. I should probably be looking at these rosters, right? No changes except for Christian Wood is back in Philly, where it all started. And we get to the conference finals. New York, let's go. Going against Boston. They have OG Anunoby now? When did that happen? And how did that happen? I don't know. All right, this team is nice, man. They got Time Lord at the 5. We win game 1 in a game where D-Book and Obi Toppin takes off. Game 2, we win. And that's the Kawhi game. 5 blocks from Mitchell Robinson after a 16-15 game. We're up 3-0. We're in the championship, baby. New York versus Minnesota. Wow. This team, they traded for Clint Capella, which is weird. That you would put Clint Capella at the 4 and not Karl-Anthony Towns, whatever. It's a good team. I'm surprised they made it to the finals is all I'm just trying to say. They barely got out of the first round. Luke and them gave them run for their money, but they didn't show up in game 7. They beat Denver in 6. And Jokic had a triple-double but only shot 6 times. Jokic, you got to be way more aggressive than that. And then New Orleans tried to make a run as well, but lost in 5. I don't want to underestimate this team, but I don't think they're close to us, bro. Yeah, I don't think they're really close to us. People are watching this finals because everybody know the Knicks are going to win. We're the more complete team at the end of the day. Yeah, 3-0. New York Knicks win the first championship since what? 1971? It's something crazy like that. I mean, I don't know the exact number, but it's something ridiculous like that. LeBron retires. Did the Dragon retire? The Dragon said, one last dance, baby. He said, I got me a championship. I cannot call it quits now. And he did. That's beautiful. Cade Cunningham, Devin Booker, Kawhi Leonard, Obi Toppin, and Mitchell Robinson win a championship for the New York Knicks. That was a blast, New York. That was a lot of fun. Be sure to hit that link in the description and get your merch. Leave a like, subscribe if you are new. I appreciate you, and I'll be back tomorrow. Peace.